Kumbi, I just need you to listen. Girl, there are too many guys around for you to play with. Yeah.
All I see is heartbreakers. I'm not bad wearing demons.
All packaging deal. Everything day go one penny.
You don't colo finish.
You see, that little miss over there needs some good oily. I want you to put yourself in his situation.
We ain't here now, let's rubbish. And you are alone, you wow. Not to be a civil, you got bad yet. Oh, Nita is here. Ile. Oh, they be calling you. You but here. Oh, greedy so. Ah, yes, oh, greedy.
You have a wife and 2 kids. Why would you even lie?
All these ifs will not change anything. You cannot undo what has already been done.
Oja, oh, stop when every job, jobs, Jojo, Makanaki, Oba, Along Oba, Obono.
You know, eh? Oh.
I know you want that picture perfect man.
Yeah.
Picture Perfect tells the story of a high-flying fashion designer whose car broke down one night, and she was at the mercy of some hoodlums, some area hoodlums, and this area boy came to her rescue.
When the producer, Bisola Aiyeola, came across to me and said, oh, there's this film we should work on together, I was excited. I mean, I wanted to work with Bisola, being the first time having my producer. Bisola and I worked together before, but in different capacities. So I read the script, I liked it. My next question was, who is playing what?
Picture Perfect stars Bolanle Ninolowo. It stars Remmy Njoku, Bisola Aiyeola, Ronke Oshodi, Amuda Eko does a cameo as well for us, and also all of my crew members were also part of the film. And of course, our guest appearance was done by Queen Salawa Abeni.
At first, you know, before I even got the script, the writer spoke to me about it. She said there was a story she was writing, and it'd be very nice. She saw me in it, but wasn't sure if I could pull it off, you know, because, you know, as a Yankee boy, you know, as a posh boy, you know. So, and I told her, I said, send me the script, let me read it. I read it, and wow, first I was scared because it was totally out of my comfort zone, you know, but I figure, you know what they say, you know, you never know what you can do until you try.
She came up with the cast list and she blew my mind when she said Bolanle Ninolowo is playing Job. I'm like,
The script is all about the journey. It's really, really sweet. When I saw the script, I was like, you know what? I won't let this one pass me by.
I said, I know this guy, this American returnee, he has accent. He cannot play this kind of role. But again, I'm happy I never make that mistake of saying no till the end. We took a shot at Bola and that was it.
Oh my goodness, the script, when I read it, I was teary-eyed towards the end because, you know, it's something I could relate to in real life, you know. This is a script you don't come across every day. The writer is amazing, you know, she just comes up with these stories, and I question myself as hard sometimes, and I'm wondering, where does this come from? How did you think this up? How has this happened to you? She said, oh yeah, well, she picked stuff from a few true life instances. And when I read the script, I was really touched, I was sad. And I'm like, yeah, things like this do, you know, actually happen.
One of the things that I really appreciate for Tokpa was because every time I call him, like every night, we would talk for 1 hour, telling him what was going on in my brain, just for him to see the picture that I was seeing. And amazing guy, very helpful, very giving.
Working with the producer, Bisola it's quite an experience. One I like to live again on several projects. She's a detailed person. I remember that before we went for the primary photography, she was going to call me every time. One time she said, is it okay to call you at night? I said, oh yes, it's okay to call me at midnight. And she's going to call at any time and we'll talk and talk and talk. She'll send me pictures, we'll go on location recce. And I was happy that she took me along on every step. we made all these decisions together. And actually that gave birth to the reason why we didn't have so much problems on set, because we had thought it through. Like from the very beginning, we saw all the locations together, and she showed me pictures of the costumes, because I was particular about color. Sometimes in my head I think I'm Indian. I love colors. And when she shared with me her idea for the costumes, they were majorly Ankara. That's my world.
One very important thing I had to do was I had to learn the mannerisms of the character, because it was an area kingpin, you know, and you know these people have a lifestyle and the way they do things. So what I did was I went to a jewelry bar, you know, and I worked my way to becoming a conductor for about 5 days. You know, I worked there from 12 noon to about 6 p.m. every day. You know, so I was around this area boys every day. You know, so I was able to learn their mannerisms, how they spoke to each other, how they ate, you know, what makes them happy, what makes them sad, and what they felt and how they felt as human beings.
Kumbi is a sweet girl. She's happy. She's self-made. She's the girl that knows where she's coming from and where she wants to be, and she'll not let anything stop her.
Two scenes that stood out the most for me. One would be, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But one would be with, where Bolanle Ninolowo, aka Jobe, and Kumbi were having a talk. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. It's on the tip of my tongue to just spill everything out. But they were having a really intense talk, and Jobe got me teary-eyed. You know, I could legit feel the sadness and the sincerity from where his dialogue was coming from. Now, the second scene that stood out for me was the part where Kixi was talking to Kumbi and trying to make her see reason, you know, with her as to why she should accept certain things the way they happen. So those two scenes touched my heart and made me feel so, So yes, those two scenes.
When we got on set to work, of course, I met the other actors. Bisola Aiyeola, who I've worked with before, fantastic person, and Remmy Njoku, I have never worked with, so I had my reservations. I mean, she was the exec producer, so I was like, exec producer on set. I hope I will not have any with her, but I enjoyed it. It was an awesome experience working with these people. I couldn't believe the amount of openness that they had, because at every point you had to discuss the character, discuss scenes, and find reasons why things should be played in a particular way. And eventually we always got a nice compromise that at the end gave us a fantastic film.
And the cast, Remmy Njoku, it's unfortunate that she is not here. You know, she's not available due to some maternal reasons, but she did an amazing job. She is an actor. Gosh! Bolanle embodied that character, Jobe, aka Jobsi Jojo, aka Makanaki, aka Cause Trouble. Oh, no. Jobe embodied it, and I was very, very happy. Bolanle really got the character. Bisola Aiyeola, what do you expect? Bisola was just Bisola, she got it right. Ronke showed you okay. I mean, they add color to the film. Salawa Beni, Queen Salawa Beni, legendary. She was, when I said to her, Mommy, you do this role for me. I said, what machine now? You know?
Nino was really great, surprisingly, because I've seen Nino play, you know, the American boy, you know, we're here, we're Nigeria kind of guy. But this one was different. We had to bring out a different Nino. He it was something else. Like, it was so convincing.
In this film, you know, I shot alongside Bisola Aiyeola, who is an amazing talent, super multi-talented woman. Remy, who is a fantastic actress as well. Ronke Oshodi, oh Lord, hilarious. And I shot with also the writer was in the film as well, the other Steven. It was fantastic. It was a different experience for me. It was it was a moment in my life that I felt this could actually take me to another level. You know, if I'm able to pull it off. And like I said, I pray hard over it, and here we are.
Talking about the director, Tokwalake was super cool. He's somebody I have worked with before, and he doesn't make work difficult for you. He just calls you aside, tells you this and this is what he wants, and yes, voila, you just deliver. It makes it easy for you.
I remember being on set with Remmy Njoku, someone I had been a big fan of, and when the producer said to me, oh, by the way, Remmy is playing the Jedi Stella, I was like, wow. Yeah, Benio needs it. I'm like, wow, okay. So she got on set and wow, she killed it. I mean, it so happened that she was playing with the character Job played by Bolanle. That scene was crazy. It was just one scene. Or I mean, yeah, a sequence of scenes, but it was crazy. It was really, really aesthetic. I really loved it.
And Bisola, the chemistry was great, really great. I always liked Bisola. So it's Bisola, right? So it was fun working with these two. It was so much fun. It was as if we were playing, but enjoying what we were doing and getting paid for it. It was fun. That set was amazing. Bisola was actually my advisor.
I really had big ideas for Picture Perfect. It is still really, it's still what I saw is still what I planned. Wanted to do so much more. I told Dr. I'll go to another place like this, go and take some jobs. When I come and think about it, I'll come and use my eye to see. I changed my mind. But filming it was interesting. We had time to plan because I'd really seen everything in my mind. So I want to also say kudos to my set designer, Wasiu Adedeji, because I called him and I said, Oga Wasiu, you know, I was like, okay, we'll do it. And we transformed this nice tailor shop. We transformed it into the set, and it really beautiful.
Working with also a big legend I'm a fan of, Salawa Benny, my God. When she walked into the room, I was like, wow, this woman had all this to look up to when I was a kid. I'm still a kid. Comes on my set and she's like, so director, what do you want? For a second, I'm like, was she talking to me?
You know, for me, you know, we're all used to, you know, the area boys, you know, we've seen them at some point in our lives, we've been around them. But for me, you know, there's this conception, or should I say misconception, that these people are animals, you know, and reading the script gave me the opportunity to understand, or the opportunity to learn and understand how certain people do things. So, like I said, you know, most of us have housemates, people we feel superior to. Like, we're not born the same way, you know, and it was, for me, this one is totally different. It shows that everybody has a heart, you know, and they feel. You know, for example, you could be driving and then your tire breaks down and then the bus conductor stops to help you. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to tell anybody the story, you say, oh, I was driving and this bus conductor helped me. It's just a title. You know what I'm saying? They're human beings. And me being able to play that character it gave me a different light to the whole thing.
It's a collaboration between Rock Studios and myself, Children's Spirit Project, and we're very excited about this film. Chemela Wangbozo and Marion of Elizabeth and Lanky gave us some of the clothes to wear.
From the writing to the casting, you know the moment when you don't have the right words to say. You don't have. She is just out of this world. I have worked with her before, and you know the moment you just look at her and then you look at her head and you're wondering, where is all this stuff coming out from? How does she think of all these things? How do it came out? You understood? Yeah. So she's very intelligent.
The scene where Kumbi had to bring out the Agege babe in her, you know, the Omorika. That scene was really good. You know, you see the switch from a girl coming a lucky babe to the emotional babe that she is. So it was fun.
I'm very excited to really share it with you people because it's a good story, but a very strong message in there. You know, sometimes imperfection, that small imperfection is what you need to make the picture perfect.
Working on that set was really interesting. I can, of course, forget my very energetic crew. I had never worked with them before then, but I have after then, and I want to do it a lot more. They are awesome people. They have so much energy. My DOP, Jesus, Dixon, he's so strong. Like that, I have an idea. Do you think? And it just worked because it's fast thinking and just so right. So working on that set really was fantastic for me. And I cannot wait till everyone sees what we made out of that place.
Picture Perfect, the movie will be entered cinema on the 17. You don't need to miss it. That is in. I'm inside of the movie. Bolanle Ninolowo is inside of the movie. Remmy Njoku is inside of the movie. So many awesome actors and actors. Don't care should okay is inside of the movie. Hello, 17. Now the work what we did.
You left for Oluwaye cause trouble on buying but year. Picture Perfect in the cinema 17. Lucky number ni. Wallahi tell the budget. Come to the cinema and see it. I will be there. Let's watch it together. Nobody can do anyhow. Come. Nobody will take your seat. Your seat is your seat in the cinema. Cause trouble.
Hi, my name is Tokwe Alake and I'm the director of the movie Picture Perfect, and it hits the cinemas on the 7th of July 2017. Do not miss it for anything.
Hello, babe. Picture Perfect in cinema. 7. Come on, lock the date. Picture Perfect in cinema.
All I see is heartbreakers. And that bada wearing demon.
That little miss over there needs some good oil.
I am telling you that a social vice has encamped in my perimeters.
He is such a bloke. I mean, how cute is that?
How they do what here? Oh? You know who this guy be? Na area be this.
Oh, sọ fún ẹni, ebi jọ̀bẹ̀, jọ́bsí jọ́jọ́, Makanaki, gbogbo àdúgbò, Ọlọ́run ọba, ọ̀pọ̀ wọn náà.
Kí ló fẹ́? Kí ni gan?
Ó sì fún mi.
You conduct your dirty affairs here, ruining my business, thinking that someday you just grow brains and leave.
You delay ìyá ẹ̀ wá ti grow brain yẹn.
But I dey do am. You dey call my name. You dey say Jobe kills me. You are smelling pure. Jobe fast.